That's why, because once when you, because my dad, what happened was when my dad died and my mom got finally got Alzheimer's in 2010. She wanted me to die because she hates my dad. I asked Mom, "Don't you miss Dad?" No, she vehemently hates my dad. I'm glad he's gone, and she sometimes hangs up when I say, Mom, I look like Dad. She hangs up a lot of times, more like it on me. Mom, I look like Dad. You hate Dad because Dad had an affair and had a child with you. You have Alzheimer's. You want me dead now, and she'll hang up on me, and that's what I say to her a lot. And she said in 2010 to her brothers and her brother and sisters, if he helped kill Gayle, I'll give his inheritance to me. I mean to them. So Robert Tony Davis gets 100,000. Patricia Pat Allen gets 100,000. Dolores Davis gets 300,000. Elaine Davis gets 300,000. Her nephew Tony Davis gets 100,000. Her nieces, their uncle Eddie Davis's daughters, but they're all three married, so I don't know their last name. The oldest is Angelita. She's getting 100,000. The second oldest is Felicia. She gets 100,000, and the youngest is Mika. She gets 100,000, and that's the 1.2 million. She is just pissed. My mom whenever about me. She wants to say that my mom used to be the head of the household, but the day she got Alzheimer's, and there's no one who's head anymore. Even while my grandma was living, there was nobody who was head of the household anymore. My aunt Dolores could smoke weed right in front of my mom now, and my mom does nothing, says or does nothing about it. She only praises Dolores. Dolores will do anything to get money because she's been in prison herself. Pat's been in prison, but she redeemed herself by getting a 2-year degree, a 2-year junior college degree, that is. And the Davis family is a really dysfunctional family to the end. They all, the people, my brother Joseph Todd Green III, and my mom's husband is a white guy named David Craig Higgins. He's in there he tried to get me killed. My brother, he was jealous of me for having a closer relationship to our father than he did. But you gotta expect me having a closer relationship when I work hard at school and listen to my dad, and he doesn't. All he does is drink, smoke weed, and doesn't pay attention to his grades. What do you expect your son to do? I mean, your father to do? Well, I did. I ignored. Well, I didn't do those things. I paid attention to my grades and wanted to do good in life. My brother is someone who regrets what he's done in the past. He doesn't accept what he's done and move on with it. He just has so many regrets. And he wants to change me or kill me then, but he can't now. So change me so he could feel good. He's a good liar. He learned to master lying. But my mom doesn't look at that. She sides with him all the time, but when I have something to say, she doesn't side with me. When my Aunt Dolores said, Gayle, I own that Roku. Would you give it back to me? It was mine. I gave it to her. But when I told my mom I gave it to her, that's what she wanted. I thought it was hers. That's what she told me. My mom said, my mom told her that, Dolores that, and Dolores denied it. Then my mom said I did something with it right away. Did not believe me, but because she has Alzheimer's. When she didn't have Alzheimer's, she said she's just lying. Dolores is just lying. I know Dolores did it. But now since she has Alzheimer's, she hates me because I look like my father. And she wants me dead, in prison, or an insane asylum, which the police are trying to put me in now by programming my neural pace to make me go to insane asylum. So to make sure these people, their officers, won't go to prison for killing me. So that's why I have to get it taken out, not because I don't like it, but I like it because it controls my seizures. But I don't like all the snot running down what the police can make me do, forgetting things. It's just stuff I don't like. And they live next door. It's like they're the police. They need to uphold the law, not break it, and then try to be criminals and not be prosecuted for breaking it. They broke the law. They broke it in all aspects. Even when they offered to $20,000 for the reward for the person that kills me, for the officer that kills me, while I was going from mental ward to mental ward to mental ward. It's like I know my Aunt Dolores sent me to one, had me go to one. That was when I'm going to send you to a mental ward. I said, I'm not going. Then she went there, said, he's angry. He needs to be hospitalized. So I had to be hospitalized over that. And then 4 other times, Aunt Dolores Davis and Robert Tony Davis worked together and put me in. Because it's really who decided and put me in. The rest of it have been my mom's. And it was only twice where I was never only went to two places where I didn't have an extension to go to. It's evil when these police are evil because they're corrupt. They want to kill someone who didn't have an illness, but let's say who did have it. They still wanted me in prison for it. Just think if I was really schizophrenic, I'd be in prison for something, for just for being schizophrenic. They stereotype me just as well. The real reason, because I'm black and intelligent. That's what they got angry about. They want to make sure I go to prison or get killed because I'm black and intelligent. They don't want to see a black and intelligent man defeat them. A lot of police officers had left St. Clair Shore Police Force and went somewhere else because of the disaster they've got into with me. They even tried some lowball dirty tricks at here and where I live. The police lived to my right. My mom got a key at the at the other place. My mom got, and my mom married Gayle Green Higgins, and her husband David Craig Higgins got $3,000 apiece, so $6,000 at the St. Clair Shore Apartments for a key to my place, and they already had five secret access points to get in. So that's the six they had with the key. And here they have they have keys to the house so they get into the front door or back door. So what happened basically was they wanted I talked to prostitutes mainly just to get information. They would offer, do you want a hookup? I didn't know what that was at first. What's a hookup? Have sex. Oh, I said, no, I just want information from them. Some of it was free. It's from $0. One did it for free, and one was up to $1,000. And I thought that was odd. Not 2,500 or more, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, but just a reduction. I was thinking, man, that's odd. And I said no. I wouldn't, even if it was a regular price and they wouldn't tell the police, I still wouldn't do it because that's just tacky. They have too many STDs. Have sex with so many women. Men, I mean. Maybe women, but men. They just have too many sex with too many men. And that's tacky. And then after that, say we're in the midst of having sex, one cop or one of the felons will come in with a cell phone and videotape us having sex for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7, 10 minutes, then go away silently and lock the doors. And then what would happen would be I pay her $500, kiss her goodbye, and she leaves. Say it's here in Detroit. She goes to the St. Clair Shore Police Department and say Gayle Green raped her. The St. Clair Shore would come here to police. PD would come. The police officers, 2 would come. And once I get arrested with handcuffs, the prostitute would get paid $12,000 in cash, not by check because the check is traceable. And then after that, when I'm in prison, jail, my mom won't bail me out nor get me an attorney, so I have to get a court-appointed attorney and see him while in jail. So these are my final day. That was my final day of freedom. And then while I'm in my cell, they'll come back here in my apartment or home here and go on my computer and drastically alter us having sex to make it look like I was raping her and beating her up, hitting her real hard, doing all these vicious, animalistic stuff to her, just raping her terribly, like you couldn't believe it. And then, this officer, a white officer of St. Clair Shores, Officer Major John O'Malley, JOHNO-MALLEY, O'Malley, would look at it, look at the new altered version, then type out four. Four of them. There'll be four cops or the four felons would testify. If it's here in Detroit, the four cops. If it was St. Clair Shores, the four felons would testify, memorizing what they said that Major John O'Malley gave them to memorize, pointing at this phone as proof of me beating her up. But they could do that. They could drastically alter this, make it look like I'm beating her up and raping her and stuff, and make her hear her scream. And when the woman is saying, "I give up, I give up, I give up," I'm still yelling and cussing when I never was doing that. And then when the ladies asked, "Do you want to testify on the oath?" That would be my only hope of having this court-appointed attorney of defeating the woman. She'll say, "No, she's too traumatized." So then I'll be found guilty by the court in front of the jury, and I get sentenced to 20 years in prison. They're that desperate that they're following me to Detroit to do this. So I'm afraid to have sex with any woman. I would never have sex with a prostitute, but not even date a woman. Even they'll pay her out to tell her to do something bad on me, I'm afraid. They're doing so much evil. They make evil sound normal now. They make it sound it's their ritual, the St. Clair Shores ritual to do something evil.